Today we are going to see about Sitecore Federator authentication. This is Sadish Kumar from SK Tech YouTube channel. I am reiterating once again, please subscribe the channel. If you are not yet subscribed yet, then only whatever video I am posting will reach you automatically. Let us into the topic. Okay. Federator authentication. Okay, Sitecore Federator authentication. Sitecore 9 has a identity server which will help in authentication and authorization activities. Okay, so Sitecore Federator authentication allow you to use other AD account, not the other server, not in the maintaining the Sitecore domain. It is other AD account like Azure or some other cloud-based AD account. We can using that we can authenticate. Okay, this uses token-based authentication mechanism. In this demo, I will show you how to do using Azure authentication, Azure Active Directory authentication. The flow of authentication is simply I'm explaining. You are logging into the credentials and Sitecore Identity Server authenticated, and the token is renewed from the identity server, and the Sitecore's identity service is called the authorization Sitecore resources using Sitecore identity. Okay. Suppose I need to set up Azure AD account. So first I need to go to azure.portal.com. In that I need to create a registration, new registration by clicking the applications. By clicking the applications, you need to create a new registration. In the new registration wizard, I need to provide the name, supported account types, and redirection URL. If redirection URL is required after a successful login, which page it need to go, it required we need to provide, otherwise not needed. So only optional field only. This three details we need to provide. After clicking next, there is a manifest menu from the portal where you need to uh, provide the group membership claims to security group. Normally it will be null. You need to make it security group. Okay. After that, you will receive the you will see the application ID and tenant ID. You need to copy this to a notepad or somewhere else where you need this application ID, tenant ID. Okay. Next, from the authentication menu, you need to select and you need to tick this ID tokens. Okay. If it is not ticked, then you need to tick. Otherwise, no need to do, because when you tick only, it will provide token based authorization. Okay. After setting up this details in the portal, you need to go to a Sitecore solution where from the identity server website folder, you need to open this config Sitecore plugin identity provider azure ad.xml file, and you need to provide the client ID, tenant ID. You copied that. Okay, from the Azure portal. Okay, the client ID and tenant ID you need to provide in this config. Okay. After that, when you restart the Sitecore, you will get a button like this Azure AD account. This button. Okay, you can enter the your Azure email ID and password, and you can log in using Azure AD account. Okay. And if you don't want to do a normal login, that is, you see, we don't want this login, this username, the Sitecore use internal username and password login. You can disable that too using this config file. Using this Sitecore plugin.identity server config file, we'll have a settings that is allow local login. You have to make this false. Okay, if you make this false, the default Sitecore login will not work. Okay. After that, your screen will be, when you browse the Sitecore login, you will get this directly, this page. Okay, where you can enter the Microsoft account, that is Azure credential, to log in into a Sitecore. Okay. For authentication purpose, next you need to select the role, Sitecore role. Okay. So in the portal, in the Sitecore admin role, you need to copy this object that is a GUID. So I am using a Sitecore admin role. So for this demo purpose, so I'm using the Sitecore admin role. So I created this role in the Azure portal, and I copy this GUID. Okay. Then then in Sitecore dot plugin dot identity provider dot azure dot xml file, you need to update that ID here. That is Sitecore role ID here times group. Okay. After that, depending upon the role, it will authenticate the Sitecore launchpad and everything behaves. Okay. So I'm used to the Sitecore admin role. So depending upon that, it will provide full access. Okay. There is another setting, is admin also. So that is also true here. Okay. If you want to create a custom role, you can create a custom role, and you can map it on the Azure side, and you can provide that ID here. Okay, in this config. Then if you launch the application, then it will authenticate, and it will behave as per the Sitecore role in the moderator site. So normally what happens is, when you authenticate, it will create a virtual account in the Sitecore CMS, and using that account, it will authenticate. You can do all the health check. You can work on the CMS, and you can do all the work here. That's all from this demo. Thank you for watching this video. This is Sadish Kumar signing off. Good luck, guys. Bye bye.